Hello, this is Christoph with Kaiserworks presenting the latest schematic design plan updates to Roosevelt 7. We've spent quite a bit of time going back through the plans, redesigning in some part somewhat significantly the way these plans lay out, and we've done so while considering the exterior elevations, which I'll get to in just a minute. I'm going to start us with Unit 1. Here on the left-hand side, there's the niche at the entry where we're showing a 36-inch wide entry door with an 18-inch wide side light directly adjacent to it. And walking into that space, you find yourself in the living room, dining, and kitchen area. And sort of a characteristic move that we're showing here is one continuous line of millwork that starts with full height refrigerator and um, and pantry, and at this point here continues as a continuous counter surface, counter height surface that goes all the way through. We played with different configurations. This could be a stacked washer and dryer. I prefer for from this point forward for this to be one counter surface that flows all the way back. At this point, this dotted line, you're walking underneath of the soffit. So we're seeing that HVAC lives here above the bathroom, and basically this interstitial zone between your more public area and the private area of the bedroom. Um, so the big idea here is that this counter surface flows all the way through. You have a washer and dryer that are situated beneath that. And while this feels like the kitchen on one end and potentially a bar or buffet in the center, it feels a little bit more like a laundry room, but a very presentable one at the center space directly adjacent from the bathroom. Here you can see our window placement. One is oriented directly for that living area. One is off of the dining and kitchen area, and then this one furthest to the north is off the bedroom, and then we have a small window that looks to the north out of the bedroom as well. So this plan is identical to the one adjacent to it, and these are mirrored as you go further east. And I'm going to move now to the second floor. Coming up these stairs, as you enter into the center between these four units, coming up the stairs, you arrive at what is now a symmetrically balanced second floor. We call this a loggia. Second floor, larger public balcony space. We have a primary planter. In the middle, we see this as being dramatically planted with something that has some verticality to it and also provides visual screening so that if you're hanging out on this balcony and you turn your head, you're not looking straight across to see these guys. So the idea is that this is something somewhat remarkable in its size and scale. This could be bamboo. We're considering cactus in this area. This could also be a combination of cactus and trees. Going to Unit 5 initially, opening this now slightly wider balcony space. You have a substantial balcony. Turning left, you enter into your entry niche and you pass into the apartment. Here we have a living room space, dining. We have our one continuous wall of millwork here that introduces the bathroom and then the bedroom. This unit's balcony is at the entry, and so there's not another balcony further in. Um, Directly below that, we have a unit that is the mirror of that unit to the north. And on this side over here, we have an entry point which is now sort of central in this planter area, providing good privacy between all unit entries. Walking into this space, we have a living room space that you first come into, and then a kitchen directly to the north of that with a balcony that's quite sizable that occupies that corner right there. And then having walked in the entry and turning hard right, you have your laundry area. This is where you drop your keys, that kind of thing. And then further to the south, we have our bathroom, and then Unit 7's a good sized master bedroom on that side. Moving now to the elevations, we've taken quite a bit of time in really dialing in these windows and doors, and just designing the look and feel of this space. And the general idea is where you have these niches, we're thinking this is where there is a materiality. So at every niche, we're seeing the introduction of wood as and contrasting that with what would otherwise be white stucco everywhere else. This is the main facade. So as you look at this, we tried having some entry moments that face the street, but in the end, We wanted to go with the sort of graphic purity that this is. We think this is a really beautiful and dramatic facade that faces the street, and also just to keep the more private entry moments tucked around this side, so they're all on the same side of the house. This, in a perfect world where money's no object, I would see this being a dark gray, like standing seam metal roof that would be really, really sharp against our white stucco, the wood, and preferably dark anodized window frames. This could also be like a fish shingle, asphalt shingle. So that's our west elevation. Moving to the right, this is our southern elevation. Here you can see that interstitial space that we think is going to be a pretty powerful little spot. We'd like to keep the handrail material as transparent as possible so that you really read this form coming down and back up again. And then here you can see our 4 first floor entry moments coming across, and they're offset by these sort of playful changing size windows that look out to that entry area. Our east elevation is below here. Here you can see one of these niches sort of biting into the side of the building. And here you can see that balcony on the second floor. This is the line of the handrail coming across. Again, we'd like for this to feel as open and transparent as possible. Here on the north elevation, we're looking at the opposite side of this south elevation here, and again, using a handrail material that is as transparent as possible would be the key. This is our door that gains access to the underside of the main entry stairs. And that concludes our presentation. We look forward to your thoughts on this. Thank you.